Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you. You get fairy dust. I get fairy dust. Amelie gets fairy dust. And it's time for Codependent No More. We are on chapter 4, the never-ending chapter of all of our fucked up characteristics. And guess what we get to talk about today? Sex problems. Some codependents are caretakers in the bedroom. I think that to mean that we're concerned about the pleasure of others as opposed to the pleasure of ourselves, including participating when we don't even want to. So that's that. Have sex when we don't want to. Oh, I was a little ahead of myself. Yep. Have sex when they'd rather be held, nurtured, and loved. So again, a fawn slash codependent is not going to be able to voice these needs. And codependency touches every part of our lives, including our sex lives, as we're finding. We try to have sex when they're angry or hurt. God. I feel like this is a 20s and 30s problem. Because now I'd just rather be mad than have sex. But you can guess, like, I'm just, when I read that, what I'm picturing is just, make up sex, but maybe you're not really made up, or just being in drama and fighting, and then it can lead to sex. And so that's what that reminds me of. The word that is glaring out at me is drama. So refuse to enjoy sex because they're so angry at their partner. That goes to the I think it goes to also not feeling safe, feeling pleasure with the partner, like not letting somebody get the upper hand over me. Just do it out of spite almost, God, I think we probably all had at least one of these, if not more. Afraid of losing control because it's fucking vulnerable, and you don't want, it's not safe in a codependent relationship to completely be vulnerable because you'll be hurt, or what's happening in the bedroom could be thrown back at you in other parts of your life, so it's scary to do that. Have a difficult time asking for what we need in bed. Absolutely. Withdraw emotionally from their partner. Yeah, when I'm not, if my relationship isn't healthy, no, no. And also this reminds me of, this is me, what's wrong? Nothing. Nothing. Just staring out a window. Nothing. That's normal. I'm always pondering, staring out windows. No, bitch, something's wrong. Yeah, okay. So you emotionally withdraw, and that includes they don't get to have sex with you. Feel sexual revulsion with their partner, 100% if the relationship is super toxic. This is the person that is hurting you all the time, that's being mean or sarcastic or below the belt and all this. And it's just don't talk about it. So it's just absent. They don't want to mention it. They don't want to talk about sex. They don't want to negotiate in sex. Force themselves to have sex anyway. That is very, again, a fun thing. Okay, I'll just do this, to keep the peace, or I'll just do this to, this is all I'm good for. Just the toxic codependent thoughts that we have about ourselves and what we deserve and our worth, and that we will, do things that actually aren't in best interest, including have sex. Reduce sex to a technical act. It's just like, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Like, just get it done. Like, okay, you're done. Like, just no emotion, no feeling to it, just physicality. Wonder why they don't enjoy sex. And you can hear from several of the what we might want to feel held, nurture, or love. We don't ask what we need in bed. That then we wonder why we don't enjoy it. It's like, it's so fucking loaded. We lose interest in sex, so we just become more and more, just it becomes a nothing. Like, it just can just disappear. And that can happen in healthy relationships. Like, we actually have to work on it and make sure that it stays a healthy part of our relationship if we choose that. Lose interest. Make reasons up to abstain. So, classic, I have a headache. Just I'm busy, I don't feel good. I think I would use food in this way. I would overeat, and then I wouldn't want to, I wouldn't, and so it's like, I didn't have to refuse it, but it was just because I was so full that I didn't want to have it. Wish their sex partner would die, go away, or sense the codependent feelings. A lot of people feel bad about this. I actually think it's a very common thought. Like it would be easier if the person died. But of course we think that, bitch, because do we want to do the hard work of extricating ourselves from this relationship? No. So of course, that's not that we're wishing for someone to be murdered. We don't actually want them dead. And we're not wishing that on anybody, but we might have a fleeting thought that it would be so much easier, and it would be, but that's not the way we get better. We have to figure out how to make our relationships better, or we have to figure out, what's our bare minimum. Like, are we willing to pay the price it takes to be in this toxic relationship, or we got to GTFO and get into a better relationship with ourselves for sure first, increase our personal growth, and get into another relationship down the road that's healthier. But you only get that if you actually get healthier yourself, because remember, we attract each other at our level of mental health. And so just getting out of a relationship doesn't increase our mental health, which is what we have to do. Advanced bitches. Go away, yes, or sense the codependence feelings. That's me. Like, that's that whole, like, please read my mind. What's wrong? Nothing. Why can't you just sense that something's wrong with me? Again, wanting people to read our minds. Putting, again, you know what that is? I just realized this. So if I'm going like, what's wrong? Nothing, or nothing. So dramatic. I also have a tone to my voice. One time my kids were, we were all together. They were grown and stuff, and we were all laughing or whatever, and they started doing impressions of people, and I said, what's your impression of me? That was a huge mistake. Never ask your kids what their impression of you is. But the tone got real high. Fine, it's fine. I don't, but that, like, oh my God. So in addition to what's wrong, nothing, it's also nothing at all. Notice how that's crazy. I see myself, like, the minute I'm saying nothing at all, like this big smile, like, fuck, such a bitch. Okay. This is so fun. But yeah, when I wish somebody would sense the codependency feelings in me, once again, I'm putting this personal growth work on another person instead of doing it myself, Oh, but it's so hard. I mean, I completely understand. Have strong sexual fantasies about other people, which makes sense if we don't want to have sex with the person that we're with, for whatever reason, like, of course. Or consider having an extramarital affair, of course. As you know, I consider that like we can leave in a relationship, we can go out the front door, we can go out the back door. Going out the front door is like, hey, I'm sorry, this isn't working. I need to end this relationship. I got to get out of this. I don't like this. This is hard. Like, it's actually solving the problem. Or it's, going ahead and going to couples therapy, or, for sure, if you're watching this, therapy, therapy. Therapy. That's my answer to everything. Therapy. It's because it's the only thing that ever worked for me. Okay. But going out the back door is blowing up the relationship. Going out the back door is an affair. So anyway, well, I hope you found this helpful. Love you. Bye.